everyone, it's Emily with Experian. Banking lingo can be complicated, so today we're going to break down a concept that you might have heard of but aren't sure exactly how it works, and that is stop payment. Specifically, this refers to stopping payment on a check you wrote or stopping an upcoming automatic debit payment. Before we dive in, know that most checking account transactions don't happen instantly. A payee might take a while to cash a check that you wrote. Yes, some of us still use checks. Then it can take a few days for a cash check to clear or for recurring electronic debit payments to start processing. During that window, you may have an opportunity to cancel the transaction by requesting, you guessed it, stop payment order. Banks typically require the request before a check is cashed or at least 3 business days before a recurring debit transaction is scheduled. So why would you want to have a stop payment order in the first place? It's useful in many situations. For example, when you wrote a check before realizing something was a scam, your checkbook or a check was lost or stolen, you wrote a check incorrectly, like the wrong address, wrong payee or amount, your account has insufficient funds, or you're still getting charged for a subscription that you've already canceled. Those are just a few examples. So how do you stop a payment? You might have the option to order one online, in an app, via phone, or by going in person to a branch. Financial institutions can have varying rules, and some require written or verbal requests. So check your bank's website or contact their support to find out what's needed. Regardless of how you request it, a stop payment order typically has a fee of $20 or $30. As the account owner, only you can request a stop payment. Also, just to be clear, this is only for checking accounts. Different rules apply to credit cards, money orders, and cashier's checks. One great feature of a stop payment order is protection. If you've ordered one and your check still gets cashed, or an erroneous automatic payment still goes through, your bank is typically liable and will refund you. However, stop payment orders are temporary. Verbal requests by phone expire after just 14 days, while written requests last for 6 months. Remember though, that if a check was lost or stolen, someone could delay cashing it, and you might need longer protection. So some financial institutions will allow you to renew a stop payment order to give you a little more time. Never stop payment on recurring transactions, like a gym membership, until after you've attempted to work directly with the company. Otherwise, the charges might be considered legitimate and you'll still owe the money. Stop payments are only useful if you've already canceled or attempted to cancel and they're still billing you. Another big no-no, don't ever use stop payment orders to halt legitimate transactions unless you pay another way. Using it to cancel a legitimate check that you used for goods or services is considered fraud, and you could face criminal charges and or be sued by the payee that you owe. To wrap up, stop payment orders can be useful tools in certain situations, especially fraud. Just remember that they should be a last resort, since they have a fee, they take some effort to implement, and stop payment orders can create some headaches. I hope this helped clear up any confusion about stop payment orders. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.